the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Ball teed up. Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And away we go from Brooklyn. This return starts at the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. They motion the tight end over. On the play fake, it's Herbert. He'll get this one to Brown. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. First and 10, here's Herbert. Into the hands of OBJ. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Herbert on 1st down. Gets this to OBJ. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. Herbert to throw once more. Complete to Beckham. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal. One of the tight ends motioning left. Taylor. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Jets take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. No doubt about that one, Brock. They softened that defense up with that lengthy opening series. And then the front just couldn't stand up to the run as they reached the end zone.
Yeah, the numbers tell you, kind of just like baseball, you love home runs, you love explosive plays, but when you can play small ball and you can keep that defense gasping on the field, you can often run it right down their throats in the red zone.
On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. On the return, here's Mims. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. They've got 1st down from the 31. And they send a man in motion. Coming out throwing is Williams. Underneath it goes. Catch made by the running back. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
They connect on the deep shot. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down. Williams from the gun. He lets a heater go deep. Middle of the... He's got it inside the 10. And he drives this forward to the 6. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. Sticking in the air, it's Williams. Has it down close. Touchdown. Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Black Knights literally won up that opening touchdown drive, huh? As they take a 7-6 lead here. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Starting from the 5. He's stopped on the return at the 27. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Taylor gets it to begin the drive. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Nate Hobbs in on that stop. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. They get 22 on that one. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. And he's going to have this one down to the 43 on a good run. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
Herbert now to throw on 3rd. Forced out to his right. And he nearly gets to the 25 before going out. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And it'll give the Jets a 1st down. Taylor now up the middle. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
He finds OBJ. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down. From the red zone now. And oh, he got it! Interception! He breaks the tackle. And the Black Knights are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his 1st career interception.
Not a lot of one-play swings bigger than that one right there. That throw looked destined for 6, and instead, well, it gets intercepted by the defense. The only way to get bigger is if he somehow returned it 100-plus yards for 6 the other way. But what a gigantic swing of emotion.
And he manages to get back to the line, but no further, as we're at the... Second quarter about to get underway, and this home crowd excited as their guys have possession. They still have 10 to go here. It's 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Williams. He's on the move. Throw complete to Williams. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Williams. Puts his body on the line, and he got it. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And they're going to have a 1st down. Williams on the play action. Connects on the crosser. He makes it in for the touchdown. The Black Knights parlay the interception into points. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. It's caught. Warren. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. They'll get 18 yards there. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down. Man in motion, headed right. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd down now, 7 to go. A give, left side to Taylor. He works the sideline inside the 35. That play good for 17 on a 1st down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Slera, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
You just feel this defense starting to come alive, don't you, Kate? Got their first turnover last time out. Now they put their first sack on the board. And big plays on that side of the ball, they can come in bunches. Defense sure hopes to keep this faucet going, and the offense wants to turn the spigot off immediately. You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? We chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. They snap it to Herbert. And they get to him on 4th down. It's a sack and a turnover on down.
Coach's challenge to get the defense off the field with a stop. Rose to the challenge and delivered on that one, really overwhelming the line of scrimmage.
This one quickly to Harrison. And he's able to get it past midfield and down into the Jets side.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Off the play fake, Williams. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. They're going play action. Bails out of the pocket quick. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Brooklyn. The Black Knights leading near the break. Trying again following the sack. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
Taking a big shot for the end zone. They would put way too much on that one, Brock. Over the end zone and out.
I like that, Kate. That's going to keep a defense honest. That proves that they're not afraid to take a shot on any given snap. And with enough looks, eventually, one's going to hit.
And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. And that punt goes unanswered. No return there. And the Jets are starting deep from their own territory here. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Caught by his back. And he'll get this up to the 18-yard line.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Jets moving quickly, trying to get the offense set. From the gun on 3rd, it's Herbert. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. They're going for it. It's Herbert. They can't connect as the coverage comes through. The 4th down stand.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Quinyon Mitchell.
At their own 2-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Herbert out of his end zone. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he rips off a huge chunk of yardage before finally being brought down. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just 1 play. Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. He sends this one to the end zone. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. Picked up by Jamin Davis.
You know, Kate, one of the tenets of the West Coast system that I was fortunate to play in, touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. You get in the red zone, it's touchdown to check down. You can't put the ball in harm's way. That's a brilliant job by the defense with their coverage, baiting the quarterback into the throw. But you got to sail that one into the stands. Touchdown or check down. You can't possibly give an interception in that situation.
Jukes out a 1-stop. Just before halftime, we get a timeout, take it. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Going to the ground again on 1st. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. And that kick goes out of bounds. They're going to get great field position out of this. So march it forward after they accept the penalty. They'll have a new set of downs following that defensive penalty. First down throw by Williams. Fits it through the middle. And they make the stop, we're going to say at about the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 22. And it'll give them a first.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Blown back, gets the handoff. And he gets this one down to the 30-yard line. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have second down and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Back to the well again. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. That's good for 7 yards. And they'll have first down. Now here's Williams. Escapes the pocket. He's going to dump this one off to the fullback. Complete. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
You know, Kate, that really is one of the benefits that comes with experience. You'll feel it, right? Look at the quarterback, never seeing the rush, never looking at the rush. Instead, eyes are downfield, and the big play follows.
Hits him on the out route. And this one doesn't go far.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
He'll throw it. That's cut beyond the marker. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. Williams from the gun. He has the touchdown. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores, makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this two-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. This return makes it up to the 25. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Herbert from the gun. Beckham there to grab it. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
And they're going to get him down just shy of midfield. Still a nice gain, though, up to the 49. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. That's complete, here's Brown. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. All right, set now, 1st and 10. They go play action, here's Herbert. Throw complete to Warren. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. Herbert now. He'll get this one to Brown. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. Working quickly here. From the red zone now. This throw is caught. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Herbert with a blitz coming. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Talanoa Hufanga makes the play. And the Black Knights will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season. Now that right there, that is rising to the occasion in the red zone, partner. Could have saved 3 points there, maybe twice that with that interception.
You know, these defenders, they're willing to bend and bend. These offenses are so good in this league, and they know how critical the red zone is. And when you get an interception like that, you just break. You break the will of that offense and the confidence, and those are big time. You're right. Put some points on the board for that defense with that effort.
Looking for the back that time. So it's 2nd down coming up. Working from the gun, Williams. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. Just couldn't get it to Marvin Harrison Jr. there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Williams. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Deron Bland has it. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Sending the tight end in motion left. 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. That's brought in. It's his back, Jonathan Taylor. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. Offense up to the line fast.
First down, New York.
Throwing on first is Herbert. Catch is made in close. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a first and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Has the New York touchdown. The Jets can make it a one-score game as they trim the lead. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. On the return, here's Mims. Coverage team gets him down to the 26-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Trying again following the sack. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with 3rd down.
Woo! I am not sure how we didn't see a safety right there. Oh my gosh, I don't think I'm the only one nervous in the building because that QB kept going back and back. It was heading right for disaster, but saved himself just a couple yards short.
Looking to throw. He gets a lot behind one, deep downfield. That's incomplete on 4th down, and they'll turn over possession.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Another try following the sack. And he will score. It's a New York touchdown. The Jets down by only 2 in the 4th. Huge moment here for the Jets as they go for 2. Herbert's going to look to throw for this. And they drop just the right throw, and it ties this game for them. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. On the return, here's Mims. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35.
Hey, maybe in the end this return just gets lost in the shuffle when we recap things, Kate. But you surrender a lead in the 4th quarter and you feel that momentum being lost. That's exactly what excellent special teams do. They turn it around. It's why that 3rd phase is coached and coached and coached, because you never know when your opportunity may arise. What a great return to begin this drive.
That one's cut along the left sideline. That one goes for 25 yards. And that'll be a 1st down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he gets this one down to the 30-yard line. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Williams on the play action. Into the hands of Likely. And he will take this gets in. Touchdown! The Black Knights take a fourth quarter lead. For the point after, here's Aubrey. The point after splits the uprights. And the Black Knights break that tie and now lead by 7. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Fielded at the 7. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Herbert. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away. That makes it 2nd down.
You know, so often we talk about speed offensively. Right? We love receivers that can run. Well, that was a perfect example of how speed kills you defensively. A hurried throw, almost an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack. Speed's the difference.
Back to the air, Herbert. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Back to throw it. Yet another interception, and that could be what does it. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And the Black Knights make the play that should win them this game. First and 10 from the 41. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Flush down now to his left. This finds Likely. He runs this to the 25 before being brought down. 16 yards on the play. And it sets up 1st down. Wow, they're going to pass it here. Cut near the goal line. And in for the touchdown. So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. He picks up 28 on the play. And it'll give the Jets a 1st down. 1 play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. 1st and 10, Herbert. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down. The tip definitely broke up that throw. So 2nd down coming up. Herbert from the gun. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
You know, as a QB, I'm going to note that in the back of my head. That was a heck of a break. Knocks the ball away. DBs like that, they tend to, once they get one hand on the ball, have a pretty good beat on you and can get two hands on it the next time.
Now to throw. And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up fourth. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. No gain on the last play, and that makes it pretty easy to decline the penalty. And that brings up fourth down. Special teams staying on the sideline. They're going for this on fourth. Here he is to throw. And they won't do it. That falls incomplete on fourth down.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate said, you got to go for it. You're in four-down territory, down a couple scores here in the fourth. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And it sets up second down. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. And it's a nickel look from the Jets, third down. They give it to him again. And this run doesn't quite reach enemy territory, tackled at midfield. Clock working against him here as they hurry to that line. Off the play fake, Williams. Heaves this one for the back of the end zone. And it's incomplete, but hey, who cares? They've got the lead, and we are out of time in this one. So something to be proud of, Brock, as they come away with a win. And they draw first blood against a division rival. They'll go on the road later this year with a chance at completing that season sweep. With Brock Ewart and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Black Knights are winners as we say so long from Brooklyn.